righty. Hey, good morning, people. How y'all doing? Good morning. Hopefully you got your cup of coffee. I know it's stopped framing because I'm not in the best location yet. Well, in a
Location.
location. I'm
Well,
gonna
walk
walk
over
over
there.
there.
All right. Shut
Shut
up.
up. Hit the right buttons. All right, get the desktop set up, and I'm gonna take a hike. How y'all doing this morning? Anything that we should be worried about? I think I got to click on this right here. So my desktop shows up. Nope, it's showing people's pictures. I want to see the actual. Oh, that's my timeline. I don't see my timeline. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, everybody. Hopefully y'all slept last night. I didn't. It's a lot of fun. It was what kept me up last night? Oh yeah, the damn rattlesnake. So they all got it, but there's one. They all get it. The big ones understand. They stay away. But apparently, oh, why is my stream showing up on my time on my news feed? That's weird. Apparently, one didn't get it. He doesn't care. He was applying for gospel band, I think, all last night. Like he was trying to keep the beat. And he was applying, he was like auditioning. Like, dude, I'm not starting a gospel band, and I damn sure ain't doing it with no damn rattlesnakes. Even though the people in the church supposed to dance with snakes and get bit by poison and make it, they're scared of the air. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's just funny to me. You can get bit by a poisonous snake, and God says, have the faith, you will survive. But Fauci says, put on a face diaper. He's like, God ain't got nothing for that. No, I can't do nothing with that. You got to be safe. Wear your face diaper. Do something. I don't know. Get some synthetic shots or something. Oh, look at that. Make a difference on the climate. Ooh, do I love that topic. It's funny to me. You used to talk about how climate change is a scam, and all these trolls show up. Where y'all trolls at now? Where you at? Where you at? It's funny when you actually go out there and start doing something about the problems with the environment. People tend to shut up, don't they? Yeah, that to me is a strategy for everything now. Find out what the problem is. They ignore the ignorant people in the discussion who just run in their mouth and go do something about it in your own way. And then dare them to say something stupid while they're posting on the internet. I care about the climate. Like, man, people used to get all emotional and say, we're not gonna make it, we're gonna die. And so you feel that the only place that you can help is on Facebook complaining about it instead of going out and doing something. Well, I'm voting, and you think voting for the same corporations that's pretending to be a government, a legal oligarchy, is helping. Let's go to the people that causes the portions of the problem we can fix, so they can not fix those problems. I don't know. I don't think people's brains work right. Like they don't understand how politics works. Oh Lord, I'm about to fall on myself. Hold on. I got to put my boots on in case Rattly the Rattle gospel singer is still around. He can't. It was weird too because, and he started showing up around 11 o'clock. And the way I sleep, I'm underground. So like he's like within a few feet of me, literally, and it's plastic for separating us. And he's like, I'm like, all right, man, it's time to it's game time. It's game time. All right, now put on my boots and I'm out there. I'm out. I'm ready. Hey, let's do this. Then it's too dark. I can barely see him. And he'll slither away. Because every time I go out, he's gone. And I went back in, laid down, got, in that meditative sleep space, almost ready to go again. Here he comes. Like you can hear him coming out the distance. I'm like, dude, man, I am not hiring anybody for a rattlesnake gospel band. People in the church are scared of air right now. They ain't going to tolerate you showing up. And have y'all ever been to a black church? They're not going to tolerate that. They're going to run scream. Like, oh no, we nobody has faith anymore. No, ain't no faith out there. So he kept coming around. I think I did that. I did about 4 or 5 times. Went outside looking for him, couldn't find him. Punk, where you punk? See, the funny thing that I got up early this morning, I got out with the sun come up. Now I can see you. You ain't gonna be hiding in them bushes. And then that his punk A is somewhere else. But no, I think he was on his nightly rounds. Like that almost never happens. He was on his nightly rounds, and I mean, you could hear him in the distance, slowly starting to go away. But I came out this morning. Where's Punk A at? All right, let me change my desktop. Yeah, it's funny to me. People who talk about climate change, they ain't talking about it in front of me no more. Like, nah, I'm out here doing it. What you doing? Right, whining on the internet. Shut up. You actually don't care. It's called virtue signaling. That's what so many people are anymore. And it's not just one side, it's all sides. It's all just virtue signaling. All right, hold on. What is that? The most dystopian image of the year award goes to the new Amazon building in Mexico. What? No, they lying. They're lying. That's fake news. Annie Anderson, that's fake news. I know that plant. I took a picture of it. That is actually down the street from me. I know where that is. I pass it on my way to El Paso. I actually know. I took a picture of that and I sent it to my brother, my family. And he's like, before the sign was up, he was like, oh my gosh, that's a big warehouse. What is that? And I said, only one psychopathic billionaire got that amount of money during, destroy small business demic. All right. Where you destroy small business and people are okay with it because they're scared and you send all the money to the one people. And I said, that's got to be an Amazon plant. I had the kids in the car too. It's like that has to be Amazon. Nobody has that amount of ignorant money in a legislated oligarchy to put up a damn, the thing has to be like 6 stories tall. But fake news, Annie, that's not in Mexico. It's Mexico, Texas. It's Mexicus. Because this isn't actually Texas. I know. I said I was in Texas, but I was lying. This ain't Texas. This Texas. All right. It's like people that somebody said, well, down where you are, you're surrounded by rednecks. Show me one. Where? Ain't no rednecks in Texas. That not where I'm at. I ain't seen none. I wish I could see some. I grew up, we used to go to Arkansas all the time as kids. And rednecks are fun. Ain't no rednecks around here. Nobody speaks English around here, people. This is Mexico. When you get close to the border, this is Mexico, Texas. But that's not surprising. This is what people want. That's exactly what they want because they're not smart enough to see that they're being played. Anyway, good morning, Ivan. How you doing this morning? Let me walk over there. My boots is tight, although I got on my shorts because, it's just, I don't know. I'm not scared of rattlesnakes, people. I'm not scared of snakes in the environment and stuff. I'm worried about your cartels, all right? I ain't worried about no damn rattlesnakes. It is what it is. But I damn sure going to take my pop gun with me. I'll pop you. I'll pop you. Listen. We get hippie all day. Hippie. But no, I carry what I need to do what I need to when I got to do it. But I don't want to do that. Like I was actually thinking about. Is that Beaufont? That is Beaufont, isn't it? Goodness great. Let me get one more piece of coffee, and then I'm gonna go. I walk over to the better network area. No, well, I don't know what he wants me to say, so I'm not going to say anything with any detail. But I, saw them was it Javelina the other day? I'm on Javelina watch now, looking for that joker. I think they're by here every morning, but I'd be very hesitant to shoot one. I'll say that. Let me close my screen door because we still in fly apocalypse. I'm walk over here to a better network. I'm not a kill animal person. That's just not my thing. I'm not a kill people person either. I have to get past that. But then again, you never know what you're capable of till that fear kicks in. When that fear kicks in, who knows? All right, but I'm gonna watch where I'm walking because being bit by a gospel loving rattlesnake that doesn't want me to sleep. That's not anything I'm gonna do on a to act out. That should have been the kick over right there. Did that? It's a bigger hole. Oh my gosh! Look at that. here. English. Aren't too many out here. There we go. Anytime something happened with the internet connection, damn it, I know. I walked out here. I know what's happening with the internet connection. I was clicking over to 5G and there's only one bar. So I don't know. This might be weird today. Um, so yeah, later today, what y'all doing today? Y'all doing anything fun? I got to go looking for Dookie today. I'm growing a Zola, and apparently the best way to grow a Zola is with cow dung in the water with the Azola. To me, that's called slurry. I'm really not interested in doing that, but I'm gonna do a test. And there's a little piece of Dookie and found on the road. It can only be 2 or 3 days old, and that's just something that I never thought I'd ever say. Mama and Daddy sent me to college, get a degree, working in corporate America, international consultant, flying all over the place. Worked for the biggest colonizer corporations on the earth. And I just never thought one day I said, you know what? I got to go find some doo-doo. Because it's fresh and I need to hurry and get to it before the flies get it. We're in a fly apocalypse. You know how fast flies can rip apart some doo-doo and put some larvae in there? See, look at that. You sad about your day. Now you're happy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Shut up. I know you are. Like, I gotta do the TBS report. I don't want to. I had Labor Day yesterday celebrating slavery, and today I'm not hated, but I don't have to go get Dookie. I'm trying to figure out how you do this. Has anybody ever done this before? How you transport Dookie? Like, I'm not going to get. I don't need a big truckload of it. Nothing. I'm just going to do a test in a Tupperware. I'm not okay with this idea. I don't like the idea of putting feces in water. No, that's dangerous to me. I'm like, I really don't want that around. But apparently that's how they do it. The brothers in India and the brothers in the Zola, they grow it with cow. And they put it in the water and they stir it up with their hands and stuff. They get in there with their feet. I don't have any interest in doing that, but it's an experiment. Because I got to test and see, because the Azola I got growing with the coir, it's going okay. It's not growing that fast, but it's growing okay. But I got science. There you go. Science. I got to do an experiment. And the only way I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do a test with the professional way, and I'm going to do a test with my safe way, because I don't want Dookie water around me nowhere. That's dangerous. I used to swim in that stuff as a kid. I don't want to do that no more. I don't have the immune system I used to. Anyway, good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Ivana. Burt Walker is in the house. Christine from Belgium's in the house. You talking about your armless Morocco player last night. Man, he would not stop, Beaufont. He wouldn't stop. He just kept coming back, and it was weird because, like, he almost knew when I was getting up. Like, I'd get up, the light cut on. Oh, Lord Jesus. And put on my boxers, put on my boots, and grab my machete. All right, get outside. All right, well, I'm here. You called? You rang? You rang. I'm right here. Where you at? Where you at? Got the flashlight, moving bushes and rocks and stuff. I couldn't find the rattlesnake nowhere. Like, all right, punk. Look, man, don't wake me up again. You need if you want to join a gospel band, you need to go somewhere else. All right. Don't nobody speak English around here anyway. Is there Hispanic gospel? That actually, I'd love to hear that. I'm falling in love with Mexican music. I am. That's the best radio stations down here, Mexican. And you might find me joining a mariachi band. It might happen. It could happen because I'm enjoying it right now. I got songs in my head, right? I got a playlist of my favorite mariachi songs that I don't know what the hell they saying. I pick up every eighth word or something, but I love the music. I love the music. It's stereotypical to some people. It's wonderful music to me. And I do not have pants on. So, nope. Look at this. I got my Daisy Dukes on. Look at that Negro with the Daisy Dukes on. Doom, doom, doom. Look at that Negro with the Daisy Dukes on. That's right. I got Daisy Dukes. And so cut the bottoms off. Ain't no booty cuts and nothing. It's just look like I'm homeless. This is gonna be a quick one though, people, because it's for some reason it's warm. It's really warm this morning, or I'm late. I'm not sure what it is. It's only gonna be 80-some degrees a day. But anyway, so yeah, Beaufort, I need to walk around and just make. I think he's gone. I heard him moving away into the distance the last time he woke me up, and he didn't come back like after 2 o'clock or something. But it was just weird. Like he just came around, like, hey. Want to come out and play? Yeah, man, let's play. And then he went away. But I think most of the appeal was probably in so he's out here trying to fix my problems. No, you need to focus on little rattlesnake problems, all right? You need to focus on little United States Incorporated American problems. Don't tell nobody else how to live because you don't know how to live your damn self. So anyway, hey, Jackie, good morning. Imagine getting flack from my ex-girl, huh? Good morning. Imagine getting flack from my ex-girl. Who getting flack? Me or you? I'm not supposed to get flack from your ex-girl. You should get some flack from your ex-girl because she ex-girl, right? She's not your girl. She ex-girl. Why would I get flack from your ex-girl? I don't do other people drama. They try to pull me in a lot. I don't do it. That's a band. Yeah, I know the rattlesnakes are putting together a band. Not interested. I love Black Church. I cannot lie. I do too, Ruby. I love Black Church. I do. I did not like White Church. I know that sounds racist, y'all, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. Like I like to go into church and I don't want to know what the hell the pastor said. I went, hey, oh, Jesus, and then the music cut in and the floor get to hopping, boom, 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 got a good beat and stuff. And you leave, you feel good. You don't want to know what nobody said. But it feels great. Surprise. Woo, it's hot. This is gonna be a real quick one, y'all. It's way too hot. It got hot. Look at that. Died again. We don't have a good signal today. Let me see what people are saying. Y'all probably can't even hear me. Hold on, let's go down. That pic is Tijuana, so no, you haven't seen the facility. Shut up. It looked like the same. He's making the same exact factory everywhere. Now javelinas can do some damage. And how you know it's Tijuana anyway? Cite your sources, man. Huh? How you know? Now javelinas can do some damage. Yeah, they can. They're not gonna do me no damage. They can do some damage in the distance, and I ain't gonna do no damage close up. All right, let me see. The sound is gone. Oh, there's no sound. Uh-oh. So maybe I need to walk back over. Speak. To deter critters, my ex, blah, 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 blah. Sounds like some people hear me, some people don't. Tell me should I walk back over to the Wi-Fi? Oh, mothballs scattered around camp to deter critters. Okay. Maybe. Are mothballs organic? What are mothballs made of? You're not doing anything different than you did before. You rolled over for corporate. Now you're rolling over for fake permacults. Where do you even get this from? Who am I rolling? I love you to death, sister, but what do you know about what I'm doing? I'm just curious. Like, what? Who am I rolling over for? I'm actually doing my own thing. I don't follow perma culture cults, and I don't follow. Well, I did follow corporate America. I did what they wanted me to do, but out here, I don't follow what any permaculture anybody does. I do my own thing. I don't. I'm not certified, trained, or anything. Any of that ignorant stuff that they do. Not ignorant. I like to do my own thing. I like to look at what people say. Oh, you know what? You did something and it worked. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm gonna do something too, but I'm gonna do it my own way. And that's kind of why, I do things different. I don't go get trained and certified in what anybody else is doing. I try to be different. So many bio drones. We need bio drones, Sita. Is that where you're going? You don't like technology or something? Well, I love technology, and technology is our only way out. I like wheels. I like cars. I like houses. I like water. I like power and solar panels. I don't pick and choose. Like technology is just a tool. That's all it is. It's just a tool. Even your permaculture cults, I guess, if you don't like them, or corporate America, these are all just tools. And you could use corporate America to do some great things, and you could use it to do some horrible things. You can use permaculture to do great things, and you probably can. Yeah, you can definitely use it to do horrible things. It's not about the things, sister. It's about your application of it. All right. At work. And so the big difference is what I'm doing out here is for free. I I have no interest in making big dollars like I did in corporate America. My interest out here is feeding as many people as I can. So if that sounds like something I used to do, prior, let me know. Trying to make as much money as I can, be the most supremacist, privileged bastard international consultant, and now I'm trying to give away everything that I got. So I don't know if that sounds like the same. Then maybe I don't know. You didn't watch that Sesame Street again. That you remember? One of these things sounds like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. One of these things is doing his own thing. Now it's time to do his thing. All right. Anyway, at work, just listening. Hey, Megs Marie, back to bed after yoga. Yeah, no, I stayed up all night. You have some rodents around your camp at night, hence the rattler. And that's what I'm convinced, Beaufont. I think that there are. Everybody comes out at night. They don't come out in the daytime. They don't like me. It's something that's racist. They don't want that daytime. Where y'all at, man? Like, I need to know who you are. Like, I see all these holes around me. Like, hey, who are y'all? But I think what happens is it's a domino effect. I brought water to the desert, and I guess some people don't like it. I don't know why, Cedar, you don't like it, but I brought water to the desert, feeding the plants. The microbiology loved it. The microbiology loved it. The flies loved it. The moths loved it. So they all came, and the moths and the flies came. So the lizards came. They loved it. They were eating the moths and the flies, and the snakes eat the lizards, and probably the rats eat the lizards, and they came probably, and it's just it's like a whole ecosystem I don't even see. The butterflies came. Oh, did y'all see the El Negro praying mantis? I didn't even know. Texas did not tell me y'all had Negro praying mantises. They got all kind of secrets down here. I've never seen a black praying mantis in my life. He was like black and speckled. That was beautiful. I took a picture of it. All the praying mantis I've seen in my life are brown or green, except for the ones in China, because they're like pink and all kind of other colors. But that's what's happening. When you bring the ecosystem back. What, man? What? That's that bird from yesterday. I make that sound as a javelina around the corner, like, oh, it's food over there. About 20 of them come running over the hill. And then you're going to see me run. All right. All right. Let me go down in comments. Get it. All right. I'm trying to get it. My ex-girl. My ex-girl. What are you talking about, Jackie? Your ex-girl. No Facebook drama for me either. I ignore the provocateurs or eventually unfriend them. Yeah, it's not interesting to me, Ivana. Like, it's just, oh, you know what? I might be able to walk up this hill and not kick in 5G. Hang on. Because now I got 5G turned off. I was trying to stay away from this post up here where I put my call up here and the signal gets stronger, but it does not kick over to 5G. It might be a little bit better. Let's see how that does. Yeah, it's just not interesting to me. Like when people, I don't know, there's like a thing that people like to fight. And I mean, I'm a fighter, don't get me wrong. It's just if I'm gonna get into a fight and hurt somebody's feelings or hurt somebody physically, it's gonna be for a good cause. Not wearing a face diaper, I'm sorry, y'all, that's a good cause. Not turning over the youth of the world to the pharmaceutical industry, yeah, that's a good cause. But yeah, I am a fighter. I'm saying I'm not a fighter. My fight isn't against people who are harmless. Right? My fight is against people who are doing harm and they're intending to do harm. I'll fight them all day. But short of that, I don't have an interest in fighting. And so it seems like the drama. I think there's people that just enjoy that or they need that. And it's just like, yeah, I don't have time for that. Like I've got adult things to do. I'm not interested in, who said, she said, and they said this, that, and I'm better than you. And this, you got to be like me and I'm correct, you're wrong. Da, da, da. Like, that's just crazy to me. So I look past that stuff. I had to ring him up to call her off. Uh-oh, ring him up to call her off. Goodness, you do got some drama going on there, Jackie. What's going on? Or is that your ex drama you're trying to get out of? All right. Probably human resettlement zones for their stupid agenda. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's that Agenda 2030, right? They're trying to get everybody to go live in concentration camps, and these are good things. And I'm like, nah, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. And that's why I got so many haters now. They're just like, what are you out there doing? You ain't doing nothing. Like, yeah, what you doing? Same thing, right? The same thing you always been. That's why I make the delineation is people who's doing something. There are people who are supporting the people who are doing something. And then there's other people that just running their mouth. And it's just, my level of respect for a lot of people is collapsing, you know? But you know what they want? They want people to live in these boxes. They want you to live in these apartment-sized boxes like in that movie. What's the name of that movie? Ready Player One, or the one where they had the sticks with a whole human race. They put them in like trailer. It wasn't even nice enough to put them in a beautiful trailer park. Y'all, there's some beautiful trailer parks. I talk about them all the time because it's fun. And there's a beautiful ghettos too. There are. But they didn't even get that in the movie. They stacked people up in trailers, 20 trailers high. And that's what they want. They want it all for them and none for you. George Carlin explained that. They want everything for them and nothing for you. And they got a lot of ignorant people to go along with it by convincing them, oh, we got to get off the land and give the land back to nature. And that is not what's happening. That has never happened. It's not happening now. They are taking that land because they're billionaires. They don't want you on it. They don't have any problem with it being utilized for nature in certain parts until they find some lithium. Oh, look at the butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly, do you fly high? Do y'all see the butterfly? Is it just me? No, look at that. It's all over it. Just butterflies, frogs, and toads, everything all over the desert. Beautiful. Just taking all kind of pictures. I'm enjoying it out here. But yeah, I don't have any interest in resettlement zones, right? They can kiss my butt. You want to resettle me? You better bring an army. Well, you don't have to. You just bring probably one really trained guy. Ow, ow, that's my back. Ow, ow. I can talk all tough all I want. United States Incorporated, no, there's some powerful mofos. They know how to deal with violence. You want to be violent? They know exactly what to do with you. They've been training psychopaths a long time. Like, yeah, you're not gonna come get me on my land. Next pitch, ow, oh, ow, that's my foot. Hey, get off of me. That's okay. I grew up in a military family. I'm not worried about it. Listen, you got to live your life, people. This is about not worrying about what they're up to. Don't worry about them. No, don't ever let anybody scare you. You do you, whatever doing you is. That's what it is to be sovereign. We need to go back to being a sovereign species. We're the only one that's not sovereign on this planet. The lizards are sovereign. The birds are sovereign. The worms, they all get up in the morning, go do what they want. Like every single, that butterfly, the one I just showed you, he got up this morning, didn't know what she did. So you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to go get my hair did. I'm going to go do my nails. I'm going to go get my foot pedicure. I'm going to fly over here. Then I'm going to fly over there. I'm going to land on some flowers. I'm going to get some nectar. I'm going to go say hi to that weird Negro that's out there in the hills. And then I'm going to go fly about my day. And who knows what I might do. What did you get up this morning and do? I know what I got up and do. I mean, I'm doing my own thing, but to a degree, I'm still doing anti to what they're up to, right? Like, and that's what I agree with Sita in terms of doing the same thing. We're still being controlled by them, right? I'm out here because of them. and what they're up to, and the ignorant people following the global them. So still, to a degree, I'm a slave like everybody else, right? But the difference is I'm not doing the same thing I used to do. I'm doing something different. I think the difference is in the people who support these communities. You ain't got to support me. Go find another, brown, yellow, green, somebody, some color man out there doing something, or women. There's a lot of women out there building communities. Go support them. Just don't do the same thing. And don't cry and complain about other people actually taking action in their lives, right? So not interested in the resettlement, Lily. The problem with the resettlement is if people don't actually get out there and show others there's another way to live, we're all going to end up in those resettlement camps, right? Because they've been saying this for a long time. Oh, homesteading is hard. Living by yourself is hard. It's hard to get water, hard to grow food. It's hard. You're not going to have power. You got rattlesnakes everywhere. Things are going to be trying to kill you and eat you, and you're just not going to have any fun. I have fun every day, Lily. I mean, it's not that it's not hard work. It's just it's things that I have to do, and they're for good causes, right? It's not the TPS reports. It's not PowerPoints. It's not trying to make corporations billions of dollars, right? So we there's certain people who can do that, and certain people who can't do that. So if you're taking your resources or your time and you're applying them to showing people that we don't need to go to FEMA camps, that we actually can live quite well without their psychopathic Rockefeller, billionaire, slave colony, forced labor world where we celebrate our being slaves once a year, every year on Labor Day. That's our Juneteenth is one day, or Jubilee Day, or whatever. We got to have examples of it, right? So people can have choices. They can say, all right, let me see. I don't have any food. They won't let me in the grocery store because I'm not going to let them experiment on my body and change my DNA. But the kids are hungry. The wife is hungry. They want food. I got some choices to make. I know that this crazy dude went out to the hills and he built his own thing, right? He did what our ancestors did, which I know I can do now because he was just an IT guy and he went out there and did himself. So hell yeah, I can go do. Honey, we got options. We don't have to let them experiment on the children. We can go buy a piece of land and go live. And go back to living without the psychopathic billionaire oligarchs that run the world. So that's what's important about it, right? Is giving people options. I promise you this. I'm not saying y'all need to leave Rockefeller world, but I promise you this. If y'all start searching for off-grid living, homesteading, and through all the searches, they watch those searches. And they realize that half the population is actually looking to move off grid and move away from their psychopathic control grid world. It's going to scare the hell out of them. I promise you everything will be changed tomorrow. That's the only thing that they're scared, people. That's the only thing that scares them. They're not worried about your guns and your bombs and your revolts and all. They don't care nothing about that. They know what to do with that. They've been doing that for the past 200 years. They know precisely what to do with you. And they got the people to do it. And they got the weapons that we don't even know about. This is a dumb thing about a nation that decides it's going to fight America. The United States Incorporated, not America. Two different things. Nobody even knows what they have. They don't even know what they have, right? These are black budget projects. All we know is about 30, 40 years ago, they had laser rifles and they still won't tell us about it, right? Stealth bombers and things that you can't even see. And I was like, nah, you don't need to fight psychopaths like that. They'll kill you and everybody that's in your country, but they won't use that weaponry until you do something really, really bad where they have to. Short of that, they'll send the poor kids to go off and do the fighting for the resources. But yeah, no, if we don't want to be in resettlement camps and give this land to the billionaires, because the meek are supposed to inherit the earth, but they want the billionaires to inherit it, then we got to start to go actually living sustainable, not talking sustainable, but actually living sustainable. And that's what's most important about permaculture, in which I agree with Cedar to a degree. Everything is a cult. Every group is a cult. All of them, every single one of them. All the races, the religions, and the political parties. Anytime you group up with other people, to me, it's a cult. Because the only reason you group up with people is because you want power over them. And the only reason you want power over them is because you want to abuse them for some doctrine. To me, that's a cult. So all groups are cult. That's the only reason why people get together, is to abuse other people. Sovereigns don't have any interest in that. We live on our own, right? I'm not a physical sovereign to a degree, but I'm a mental sovereign. Right. I do what I choose to do. I don't have to be with anybody. I don't have to be around anybody. I don't need any of your identities. I do my own thing. I'm here. I paid good tickets to be on Earth. I'm gonna live my Earth life, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of here and go do something else. So yeah, but the only way to fight those resettlement zones is people got to have options. And if the option is starve or go to a FEMA camp, most people will pack right up, get that Betamax, some tapes and VHS, and go right on down to the FEMA camp. I don't have any interest in that. They can they can kill me any day they want to, Lily. I'm fine with that. Go on, do that. Listen, I'm going to live my existence. You do what you got to do, boo boo. All right. If you need to kill people who don't want to be a part of your system, then go, then get to killing. Hurry up. Come on. I'm fine with that, but I never live and do what you want me to do. And I don't think they're going to do that. I think that everything is about control. They don't want to kill a bunch of people. They probably do want to depopulate because the kings and lords have always done that. But they really don't want to kill a bunch of people. They just want people to be scared and obey. And I'm not a good slave. I'm a horrible slave. I'm not scared, and I'll never obey. Because the original poster started, it was such a Reddit. What is that? Oh, okay, New Mexico facility in Tijuana, Mexico. Well, Beaufort, it's even worse. So if he actually is doing one in Tijuana and he's one doing down the street, how much money does this psychopathic nut have, right? Yeah, if you got an Amazon account, yeah, shame on you. I love you to death, but shame on you. All right. That's like having an NOTSEE account back in the day when they were destroying the world. Hell no. Hell no. That man's gonna go down and hit, what's his name? Bezos? He gonna go down in history as a Bittner. All right. They're gonna look back at him as a Bittner. Like, remember back in 2021 when the psychopaths started to take over the world, started putting up factories in 800 countries all at the same time? And the people couldn't figure it out. They were still ordering things on Amazon Prime. It's a damn, I really, you should be a from the psychopathic, destroy. Uh-oh. Oh, blew out. Okay. Well, it's weird. I don't know. I'm on forward. Just weird. I spun around like I was on Star Search. And I was like, Star Search. And then it cut off. That was weird. All right. I'm saying, no, I didn't do it again. All right. It's called science, y'all. Something happened. You do an experiment, test the results. You don't censor the data. That's not really science. Rex 84. All right. I'm not sure what that is. In Beaufort. Like, I'm a little worried about mothball. I've seen them in the store. I just look at them like, I don't see mothballs growing off of trees and plants and stuff. So I'm a little hesitant about whether or not they're organic. I want to put them around here anywhere. You're pretty good. I've seen your stuff. Jackie, I've not even shown my stuff. I've got a whole bunch of stuff growing. I was eating tomatoes. Tomatoes are ripening every day now. The basil's ready to be picked. I've got the watermelon didn't make it though. She didn't do too good. I stressed the watermelon too much. The plant made it, but the little watermelon did not. So actually, I plucked it off the plant. I was talking about him last week because I'm stressing the plants, right? I'm trying to get them to send their roots down deep to be prepared to grow out here. I'm hearing noises behind me, people. Who is that? Gotta make sure. Shoot, I step on a snake. I do that. I've been catching snakes since I was a kid. I ain't worried about no rattlesnakes. Can you do darts de femme again? What's darts de femme? I don't know what that is. Hello, folks. Hope the Rattler took off for you, Gerard. I'm pretty sure he did, Heather. It was probably like a Beaufort Rattler. Every family has a Beaufort. It's like, oh yeah, you scared all my cousins away. Because like, if you go back to my earlier videos, Heather, when I first came out here, you can hear the rattlers in the distance. Right? That's evidence. That's science. That's just data. You can hear them in the distance. They were all around. They were within 100 feet of me. They were everywhere. But the more noise I made, the more vibrations, the more I drove the backhoe, the more I hiked around, the more and more they were like, yeah, we're not going to stick around. And so most of the big ones left. And then just the Beaufort one, he'll come back every now and then. Well, he can't see me in the dark because I'm kind of like him. He can smile. If I don't smile, he ain't going to see me. If he don't see these fangs, So he just came to troll me. And it was an obvious troll. It's probably somebody I knew in a previous life or something. I don't know. Came back as a rattlesnake. Just, you know what? I'm just going to try to scare him because the damn thing would like literally come up within feet of me at my level. Because where I sleep on my cot is just below ground level. and he can come up within a few. That is a big fly. Do you see this? This is the retarded stuff that's out here. Do y'all see how big that thing is? That's not even a fly. Look how big it is. That's a baby. That's a damn baby. Do you see this thing? This thing is almost an inch long. Oh, Lord Jesus. Ah! Ah! Help me, somebody. No, no flies. They land in dookie. I told you that's dangerous. They land in everything. They land in dookie and slurry. Not scared of no rattlesnakes. Not scared of no wolves. Not scared of no javelinas, hogs, and none of that. Mountain lions, come on, bring it. Coyotes, I ain't scared of y'all neither. Flies, hell no. No, I need a little E. coli in my coffee. I don't need no big horse fly dropping no big loads in my coffee after he was just in some slurry down the street. No, no, the most dangerous thing out here is flies. All right, I'm gonna do the last couple comments and I'm gonna go. It's hot. I'm sweating like it's like, yo, look at me. Lies eat some chicken, huh? I'm out here sweating like it's, why is it so hot? It's only supposed to be 80 some degrees today. But I guess it's mostly humidity because it's been raining so much, the water is evaporating out of the ground, and that's what's making it so daggone on. It feels like it's hot. It feels muggy. It feels like Pennsylvania. It's not that good dry heat that I was hoping to get coming to the desert. It's this humidity from all the rain, which I love, and I'm not going to talk bad about it because I know the dry season is coming eventually. But right now, it is raining good. But I think it says 10 days with no rain. I don't really believe that because every time I look at the weather report, it's always wrong. Where I'm at, the weather is just different because it's just weird in the hills in the valley I'm at. Anyway, so I think he did take off, Heather. He or she. It was just a spooky thing in the night. Come, let me try to scare you like Beaufont, and I'm gonna leave. You're here. Howdy, hey, citizen Deb. Good morning. They do not care about nature. They've been the same people and corporations destroying nature. And that's my point, Lily. And that's another difference, right? I used to work for the psychopathic corporations and buy from the psychopathic corporations that were destroying the planet. They were just burning up ecosystems. Now I don't work for those corporations. I still buy from them. Unfortunately, we can't seem to get around that. I don't buy everything from them, but some things we're forced to buy from them. So that's all we can do. We have to just do better, right? Don't do great. There's nothing you can do that's great because the world is designed for us all to sell out. But just do better, right? Do better, and try to appreciate the people who are trying to do better, no matter how they're doing, right? Not everybody can drop everything and move off grid. There's a lot of problems that even come with that for me. Yesterday was Labor Day. Had to look at pictures of my family. My grandbaby went down to go see his grandmama, his great grandmama, and I couldn't be there. And my kids were all down there. So I'm missing out on a lot of that family time. And that's hard. That's not easy. But I think because my kids came here and we talked a lot and we worked a lot and we broke bread and fellowship, and they could say, okay, now I think they understand what dad is up to, right? I think they understand, but it's hard. Not everybody can do that. So I get that. But if you can do things to make a difference in your life or those who know you, then do it. Hey, Superfluous sis. I'd rather die than resettle. Death is merely a transition. I will never give up my sovereignty. And that's the whole point. And nobody ever dies, Lily. That's why I do the fun hashtag we gonna die. Yeah, we are gonna die, and it's funny because you're gonna come back. Fear nothing but fear itself. Somebody said that. And that's a very true statement. Every decision we make in fear is a bad decision, including wearing face diapers, including letting people experiment on your DNA. People that you don't know, you never met. If you text them, they never text you back. Never put anything in your child's body. You don't know precisely what it is and precisely what it does. And you look at all the censored science and the uncensored science to make a good decision. See, I don't have an issue with people who are part of the Branch Covidian cult. The people who did all their research and they still believe. Okay, I get that. It's called faith. There ain't nothing wrong with that. My issue is the vast majority of them, they act like they can't read or write. They act like they can't research. They act like they hide from information, right? Like they're totally with the cult that actually is doing some very nefarious things, and they're not looking at all the data. And to me, that's ignorance, right? If you do your homework and you still decide this is a good idea, all right, well, go do that twice. Covering up Because that's what happened in World War II. Is people hid from where it was heading, and they pretended like things were going to be okay. I don't know why it's black. Oh, you know what? It's because the Wi-Fi signal is strong, so it's jumping to Wi-Fi when the cell signal jumps. Before things blow up, you can change the course of the train, or you can keep cheering it along. How do you cheer it along? You don't have to say nothing. All you got to do is put on a face diaper and talk about these injections like they're positive, or just be neutral. Right? That's a decision. All right, trying to be very unproductive slave. Yeah, there you go, Superfly sis. Pee in the machine, pee in the cotton gin, throw rocks at the, put your sabo, your shoes in the machinery. That's what we need to do. Buy less from them and don't work for them if you have a choice not to. Let the dog out. And if you work for them, play some solitaire or something, you know? Like I got to tell Americans, you know, for them, take 2 hour lunch break if the boss ain't around. Now, early on Friday. These are good things to do, people. These are psychopathic corporations, and the less productive you are, the more problems they're gonna have. All right, let the dog out and made her breakfast. Was about I was let the dog out and made her breakfast, and what I've been doing so far. Okay, that I think about getting a dog. I think I might get me a poochie here real soon. The fence is almost done. I mean, it's a cow fence. It'll stop most of the cows from getting in, but I think I'm gonna do a lower a section that stops a puppy or dog from getting out. I need somebody to watch my back. I ain't got nobody watching my back out here right now. I've got to dig and break up boulders and stones. Clearing the area for the Wallapini in the distance, just to the left of that red backhoe. And I got to watch my back while I'm doing it at the same time. And I realized yesterday, I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing a great job because, when you're mixing cob, you're getting into it. You're getting down in the slurry and the poop and clay and sand and everything, mixing it together, getting the right mixture, mixing in the hay or alfalfa or whatever you're using, and building the walls. And you're thinking you're not really paying attention to what's around you. And there are wolves out here. There's only one that, I've seen, which I don't think is technically a wolf. I think it's a coy wolf. That's always down by my neighbor's house. But there are wolves out here. There are bears out here. There are coyotes out here. There are javelinas, there are hogs. All these things are out here. And while I carry little petunia and big petunia with me, pop, pop. If they really wanted, I'd never get to them in time. Right? Like that's the reality of it. Is these are wild animals. Right? If a mountain lion wants to get the jump on you, the mountain lion got to jump on you. That's just being realistic, right? Hogs probably, even if they want to jump on you, they got to jump on you. So I'm thinking about getting a pooch, citizen. I asked people before what type of dog they gave me other breeds. If I get any of those breeds, if anything, it's going to be a mutt of some of those breeds. But you need somebody to watch your back. So I'm thinking about a dog. All right, we got to decolonize. Yes, Jackie, in every way. It begins with decolonizing our minds. And to a degree, Jackie, that's probably the only thing we got to decolonize. If we decolonize the psychopathic billionaires in our minds that tell us what's true, what's false, what's science, what's medicine, what we're supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do, what we should be scared of, which race is the problem, which religion is the problem, which people we need to bomb, and who cares if they're babies in their country that we need to blow up and free them, right? When we decolonize our minds and we start making up our own decisions, we stop going along with the narrative that's on TV because it's on TV and we think we know something that we can tell our friends because we saw it on the TV news. When we decolonize our minds, it's all over. That's all they got. They don't have anything else. They got our minds. And that's one thing that Alex Jones got right. And people just don't want to admit it because they hate him because, I don't know, he's white, overweight, yells and screams. It's because he talks about the sex molester, interdimensional sex alien kid raping robots or something. I don't know what he says. He said crazy stuff. He's supposed to. He's a shock jock. All right? It's not important what he says. He's a shock jock, people. He's a shock jock who started to do news, but he didn't want to give up the shock jocking. All right. That's not something that you put on the nightly news and you get upset with and you have, snot bubble attack. Oh my God, he's helping somebody in the White House. Shut up. It doesn't really matter. None of that matters. Who your president is doesn't even matter. And people don't like to hear that. But, like I said, it doesn't matter who the president of Hershey is. They're going to sell chocolate. Once you realize, you read the Washington, D.C. Act of 1871, the Organic Act, and you realize you do not have a government, you have a corporation, then you understand how to think. Then your brain can be decolonized and think about these things the correct way. Doesn't matter who's the head of Pepsi. No, they're going to sell Pepsi. Do you even know who the CEO of Pepsi is? No, neither do I, because it doesn't matter. They're selling as much Pepsi as they can, aren't they? Yes, they are. All right. Do you know who the CEO of Raytheon is? You do? Well, somebody does. I don't. It doesn't really matter. They elect a new one. Is it going to change anything? No, they're going to sell weapons and guns and bombs. They're going to lobby politicians in the United States Incorporated, a legislative oligarchy, to blow up their missiles and bombs and things so they can make some more of them. All right. They don't care that it kills kids and things like that. They're not interested in that. They're interested in our ignorance. Doesn't matter who the CEO. If the intent of the United States Incorporated is to colonize and to make profit with big corporations, it's going to do that no matter who's the head of it. Assuming the president's the head of it. To me, the dumbest thing, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and those people who got together and killed all them people on the Titanic, the dumbest thing they could have done when they wrote the Federal Reserve Act and the Washington, D.C. Act of 1870, the dumbest thing they could have done is left the president as the CEO. I don't think these people are that stupid. All right. They're actors, whether they know it or not. And that's a powerful thing. I'm convinced most politicians think that they're politicians. They get in there and I'm gonna do some things and write some laws and whatever. And the corporations don't care. You can get in there and do some things, write some. You can do anything you want to do. But when it comes down to the votes, the corporations count the votes. The industries count the votes, and they ensure that they give just enough money to make sure that the right laws pass, that make sure they have captive customers for whatever their product is. Period. End of story. So the first thing we need to do, Jackie, is decolonize our minds. We need to learn to think right, and most people can't think right. Arting today, that's awesome. Yes, and that's some freedom stuff, Superfluous. That's not even Rockefeller, Rothschild, anti or pro. That's you being you, and that's what we need to be doing every day. Everybody needs to do the things they love every day. This is why we need each other. Unity and sovereignty are the way out of the matrix. Amen. That's how that works, Lily. And me and pet pampering. All right, see, that's more sovereign stuff. It's what she wants to do. If you're not doing what you want to do, you got a slave plantation, you need to collapse. They need us. We never needed them. And this is very true. And we still don't need them now. But they convinced a lot of people, Lily, that they do need them. They convinced a lot in order to have lights and water and food and all these things, that they need the psychopathic billionaires at the top, not the people who actually created the stuff. The genius poor people and serfs at the bottom in the middle class, which is, I'm one of those people. That's all we need is each other. Whenever you follow others, you're in a cult. There you go. Life is always moving and changing, and so should we. Live in the path of the Tao. Right, Christine? And we got ancient knowledge later today, I think. We're going to do a talk later today on ancient knowledge. Everything's always moving and changing. Don't become stagnant. Don't become anaerobic. When you stop changing, you become anaerobic. And that's, in a weird analogy, Christine, that's how I see most people's minds nowadays. Their minds have gone anaerobic. We're aerobic creatures. We always need to be moving and cellular oxygen and all the things. We need to constantly be in motion. But somehow they've convinced people, oh, no, just be anaerobic. Just sit there. Don't do anything. We'll do it. Oh, no, don't learn anything. No, we'll teach you. Oh, no, don't research anything. We'll research it for you, and we'll give you the parts of the research that we want you to see. And these people have gone anaerobic. Oh, don't worry about freedom. We're going to take care of it. You'll be free in the future. But right now, we need you to be scared. And we're going to put you in some shackles and put you on a boat and send you somewhere. And then you're going to love it better. You're not going to own anything, and you're going to love it. All right. People need to realize that because you live in the country doesn't mean you are living off grid. Many are just suburbanites on acreage. Right. And I'm not even sure I understand what off grid is anymore, Beaufont. I'm convinced nobody actually lives technically off grid in the United States. Maybe nowhere in the world, right? What is off grid? I mean, what is the grid? There are a lot of different grids. Facebook is a grid. I'm on Facebook right now. I'm not off grid. I'm still connected. You know, I think off grid is a philosophy, I guess, if we think about it that way. It's a philosophy in removing yourself from the systems you no longer want to support. And that's how I like to think about it in terms of, off gridding. It's not a physical thing, right? We can off grid our minds. We can off grid our research. We can off grid our science. We can off grid our money. We can off grid physically your power, your water, your different things. I don't like the word off grid. I don't think it explains anything. I don't think it means anything. But I think the philosophy is right. It's a lifestyle and saying, you know what, that is a bad system. I'm not going to support that system as much as I have in the past. And you begin to off grid on it, right? Playing solitaire at work, that's off gridding. Taking late lunches, that's off gridding. Taking days off, sick days, you're not even sick, and you just go do things you love with the people you love. That's to a degree is off gridding, right? You are lowering the productivity of that system by not engaging with it as much. And that's all we got to do. That's it. And what I like about that approach, which I heard some footsteps. There's a boulder rolling down the hill. What I like about that, it means that nobody else is telling anybody what to do, right? There are no levels. Nobody's better than anybody else. Oh, I'm doing it better than you. No, you are still a part of the same systems that you've always been a part of at the same level of productivity, causing all the same problems in the world, or you're slowly sabotaging those systems because you realize those systems shouldn't exist. So I don't like the word off grid. For the lack of a better term, people use it, but I think it's a mindset. All right, I'm gonna try to read some fast comments and I'm gonna go. Cleaning the house. Ooh, yes, that's important to do. Main priority, relocated my dog's sleeping area, so I need to get rid of the stuff from there. All right, yeah, well, that's part of the reason, Citizen Dev, I'm gonna live in a tiny house the rest of my life. I'm done cleaning house. I ain't never do clean. I've been a slave. Saturday was slavery day in my house. We couldn't go outside, play with our friends, do anything because it wasn't United States Incorporated. It was United States Hay Incorporated. My mother and father had us, raking leaves, cutting grass, cutting the yard, cleaning the house, using carcinogen, anti-dust stuff to clean things. And man, it was slavery. I don't ever want a big house again. I don't ever want a big house. The older I get, the smaller my houses are getting. Right now, I'm as small as I can go. When I finish the Cobb house, I'll show you guys what it looks like. But it's a small footprint. I don't like slavery. I don't want to be a slave to a house. I don't want to be a slave to a woman. I don't want to be a slave to a man. I don't want to be a slave to a corporation. I don't want to be a slave to nothing. Slavery is a choice, and I choose not to. Everything I engage in will be based in consent and freedom, not force. Yeah, probably. No, we know, Jackie. I don't think it was a horsefly. It was just a big honking fly with stripes on his butt. They don't bite. I don't think that one bites. Well, there is one that bites around here, but I don't know what he looks like. No, I don't think it's a horsefly because horseflies bite in Pennsylvania. These things don't, but every now and then something will bite you here. But for the most part, the insects are amazing. They're just colorful and sexy and all kind of colors and stripes and polka dots and stuff. That's why I take pictures of them and do videos. But I don't know. I don't think it's a horsefly. I'm not great on my Texas insects yet. I might be playing with poisonous stuff. All I know is a big honking fly. It's almost an inch long, and we in Pennsylvania. The only thing that was that big were horse flies, but they look different. When are you going to invite me down there? You're invited right now, Olivia, right now. Everybody's invited. I told y'all that. I don't know why, Olivia. You know me, damn it. Everybody's invited. Shoot, Sister Susan just left. Brother John is down here all the time. Everybody's invited. Just, come down and, be prepared to do some work. That's all I'm going to say, right? It's not camping, right? We got some creature comforts, got power and lights, shower, stuff like that. But if you've gone camping, you can be out here and kind of help me out a little bit. Even if you just want to come down, do a little cooking or something. Now, all of that helps out. Anytime anybody can come down, stay in a hotel, or you can come stay out here. It's up to you. Bring a tent if you want to. Everybody's invited. That's why I said this is not for, oh, Lord Jesus. Not the rattlesnakes. You are not invited. Did y'all hear that? It's not a rattlesnake. There's an insect. And I don't know what he looks like. Does somebody know what he looks like? There's an insect that sounds like a rattlesnake. No, they go a lizard right there. My eyes are good out here. They see movement. My body is adapting to the things it needs to do. You know, in corporate America, it need to be psychopathic and convince itself that I was helping the world by helping billionaires make millions of dollars. But now, no, my body's becoming attuned. I can see there's a little lizard in the bush. I show them to you, but there's no way the camera to zoom in and focus. But there's an insect that sounds like a rattlesnake. And what a genius thing for an insect to do. That's why I love nature. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, it's on occasions made me trip and fall. You're walking, all of a sudden that insect's like, I think they do it on purpose. You don't feel those something. That's when he told me, is like, yeah. All right, but yeah, no, everybody's invited. Just hit me in the inbox. Let me know when you're coming and what you want to do. You know, I'll make sure that I line. So like right now it's cob time. So anybody want to play with me in the mud now? That's oh dang it, it's cob and fly apocalypse time. So right now I'm making the cob house. Doing rainwater recovery. Got to put a house. Blacked out again, blacked out. Okay, it's back. Yeah, I'm down to 15% battery, so it's about to end. Um, so next is doing the big cistern, right? So if people want to do some digging, and everybody's invited. No, okay, I take that back. Everybody's not invited. Most people are invited. If you want to bring drama, you need to stay at home. If you know if you're kind of a decent person, you're trying to do the right things in life, want to learn to do something, or if you got it back and you can do a little bit of work, come on down. Come on down. She used to sleep. Oh, but you know, to inbox me first, let's talk about the day and the time and all that great stuff. She used to sleep on a 4 by 3 foot hassock. What is a hassock? Hassock that the top is ripped up and covered with a blanket. I want to get rid of the cushioning and turn it into a big coffee. Oh, okay, for the dog. Yes, again, that's freedom stuff. That's love. That's called being a steward of the planet, Deb, right? You're doing things because you love the planet. You love a creature on the planet. Oh, there goes. Can you see it? See the lizard? Oh, see, there's another. Oh, that's the one Beaufont. That's the one from yesterday. No, yesterday, a couple of days ago, we were on the phone and I heard this sound and it sounded like the slap. You know how when dogs do this with their head and they slap their ears together? I heard that sound and I was like, oh, boy, I got to go, man. I got some hogs I got to kill. Something is flapping his ears around here. But then we thought it might have been a jackrabbit. Jackrabbit's got them big old ears. No, it's an insect. There's an insect that makes a flapping sound. That's just what that was. I'm not even sure if you can hear that. Oh, look, he's right there in the comment. When I have ever tried to scare you, whenever I ever try, you try to scare people every damn day. What he has a page, by the way, called Jive and Bowden. If you don't follow his page, that's his page. And he just scared the hell out of everybody every damn day, putting their faces on Jive and Bowden face. And predicaments and face apps. Every day you try to scare people. Every day. It's your thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's your thing. It's how he tries to teach people. I had a salad yesterday. Was not doing nothing much. That's good. I need to eat more salad, citizen. I got some kale that's ready to eat. And what else I have? Something else, some other raw thing I was going to eat on. Now I got some green onions that are ready to pick. And oh, oh Lord Jesus, I got a pop up for Roland Martin is live. You know that I don't watch Roland Martin Facebook. I don't know if you know this. I don't watch him. All right. Back when I didn't know who I was, I watched him because I had no idea who I was. I thought I were who your master said I was, who the slave master said I was. I don't watch Roland Martin no more. It just, you know, I can't listen to people who talk from a racial perspective anymore because I don't care. I don't care about your fantasy perspectives. I don't. I can't listen to people who talk about, you know, anything from a group fight perspective. I don't care. Every individual has their own individual experience. And I'll always back that individual and their individual experience. I don't really care about grouping people together to go fight with somebody. It's a cult. Stop giving me pop-ups of Roland Martin and other people going live because you know I'm black. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy and your resources. I don't click on people who make money keeping people fighting who all need to get together and bring an end to this system. All right. I really don't have to come back to this place again. Or I really hope I don't have to come back to this. Yeah, I'm kind of done with Earth Lily as well. I hope I don't have to come back either. Place your bed up high off the ground? Question mark. Yeah, so Verna, in the new house, in the Cobb house, the bed's gonna be on a loft, right? That'll be the first comfortable nights of sleeping I'll get. I mean, I sleep comfortably, don't get me wrong, but I sleep with one eye open. Which is why I heard that damn rattlesnake last night. It'll be high up. It'll be a sealed structure. I mean, Cobb, man, I can't explain to you how hard it is. I mean, it's like concrete when the stuff dries. So, but it'll be high up. I'll end up sleeping in it, and that won't even be my house. It's just the first Cobb house. I'm gonna build a couple of them. That'll be the first one. It's kind of an experimental one. All right, I'm hearing things. All right, I'm not coming back. This is my last trip. I hope it's my last one too. Golden era will be amazing. I think we're in that golden era, Christine. I think things are about to get a lot better. If you work for them, play some solitaire. Hell yeah, there you go, Heather. That's it. Just play some solitaire. Trip people in the hallway every now and then. If you got to, buy the wrong brand of coffee. I don't know. Go to Dunkin' Donuts when you get to Dunkin' Donuts. We see every day at work. Dunkin' Donuts and we had this place called Duck Donuts. We had this Michael's, and everybody bringing some bagels or something. Don't get the fresh bagels. Go ahead and get yesterday's. Hey, no, Mike, I don't want the fresh bagels. No, I don't want the. Do you have any donuts from yesterday? Let everybody know I was get the runs for a little bit. Bring down overall office productivity. That's a good thing. No, don't do that, y'all. Don't get nobody that runs. That's not fun. You might as well be the psychopaths on the news, scaring people with Lambda, Delta, Kappa, Delta, whatever. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, we need to reduce productivity. All right. Use the candela balm to heal your scratches on your hands and legs. Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of things that I try to use, but I put them right back. Like every day, it's a mess. I mean, my hands don't look too bad. Yes, now I've got little. Every day, it's just the amount of work I'm doing, even with gloves on, is rough. Yes, get a dog. You have a companion. Just get a breed that's heat tolerant. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I was gonna wait for a little while, but I don't know. I'm just like, no, I need something that can sniff better than I can right about now. I would worry more about feral hogs than any wolf or mountain lion. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of them, actually, Olivia. I haven't seen any hogs. I know they're here because the farmers say it. The mountain lion, you don't have to worry about. When they come for you, they're going to come for you, and they don't want to come for you because we're not actually their food, and they're actually pretty small, but they're vicious. Hogs, I'm not worried about. I'm set up at the moment that from a distance, I can put a whole bunch of them down if they decide to charge. I don't think that they would. I think if you have the things they want, you got a problem, right? If you're dirty and you're filthy, you leave food around, you make it, you give them something delicious to come for you for, then yeah. But if you're generally clean, you clean up your trash, you don't leave crap laying around in food. And that's probably why they never come around. There's nothing for them to eat. There's no reason for them to go charge the black man because the black man ain't got nothing out there for you. So I'm not worried about any of them. All right, get a cane corso. Will be your best bud. Okay, is that a type of dog, Greg? I want a mutt though, mostly, Greg. So I'd like to get a cane corso, then mixed with something else. You're technically a colonizer now. We're all colonizers, Olivia. We're all colonizers, and it's just like part of the reason I'm here is because I realized that, lifestyle on and off grid, but off grid a little less, is based in people dying, right? It's based in wars, based in conflict. All the things we have are all from blood minerals all over the planet. There are blood diamonds, blood coltan, blood uranium, blood tin. Now they got blood lithium, right? They're bloodletting all over the planet so I can live comfortably. So I'm okay to live a little uncomfortably temporarily while I build up my own comforts in a way that, I can engage with their world less. But we're all colonized, every last one of us. And our parents are colonized, their grandparents, their great-grandparents. We all are products of colonization all over the planet, from Ireland to Germany to Britain to Africa to the Middle East. There is no one out there engaging in an economic society that are fighting colonizers. We all are, because we all engage in the system. All right. If anything, we're fighting to control the people engaging mostly in the system who still believe in the system. There you go. There are people who engage in the system because they have to, and there are people who believe in the system. The people who believe in the system are the ones who want to rule the system, right? They don't want to be the slave. They want to be the guy that holds the whip. All right. They want to be the one that holds the whip. All right. Hang on. Hopefully I can get the last couple comments before my battery. I'm down to 12%. I think at 10% it goes blank or it gets dark. Go to your local shelter and adopt a dog. Give it a soul second chance. I will. Somebody helps me out. Anybody like to dog hunt? My sister liked to dog hunt. I'm not a great dog hunter. I don't really have a whole lot of time. I'm constantly working. At the end of the day, when I finally get to sit down, I might crack open a book. I might put on a sci-fi, but I usually go to sleep pretty quickly. If they can find some neat little dog in the El Paso area, that would be helpful. If you are the one that picks Gerard's dog, you get a prize. I'll tell you what the prize is later. All right. If I was going to get another dog, which I'm not planning to do so. Oh yeah, I don't really want a dog though. I'll be honest with you, Deb. But if I was, because one is old and worn out, she will be 14 in December, and had a choice, it would have to be a Great Pyrenees in the mix. That sounds awesome. No, actually, I don't want a dog. I don't. And I'm sorry if dog lovers don't like to hear that, but I don't do good with death. I actually do better with human death than I do with animal death. That's the weird part. Animal death it's rough, right? The good thing about humans is they all do you wrong, so as bad as it gets, you're like, oh God, I can't believe it. Linda died. Oh Jesus. Oh. But Linda kind of really was a jerk on occasion. All right, that's bad. And plus people come back. That's the difference between, I think, pretending faith and having faith. If you realize that energy never dies and we are energy, then, what are you worried about human death for, right? It's just a transition. You transition to a new dimension. But I don't do well with dog death. You get close to them and they're just right there. They're always there. You're always your friend. They're always loving you. They ain't never done nothing wrong to you. Even my last dog, Joey, he bit the hell out of my hand. It was an accident. I was actually working on the fence. I'm leaning on the fence now. I was working on the fence and I was eating a banana and I'm a little clumsy and the banana dropped. What was left of it, and just being a vegetarian, that's my thing. Like, oh, my banana, oh my God. The instinct was to pick it up real quick. Well, Joey knows that if it's on the ground, it's mine, Negro. And so, and he was a Springer Spaniel, but it hit the ground. As soon as he hit the ground, like, that's mine. Thank you, Negro. He started eating it, and instinct kicked in. He saw a hand trying to take something that was his, and he's like, oh no, we're going to rip that up. And he's like, oh, damn it, that's the Negro. And then he stopped. Only for jokes. I just like jokes. But even that, I can't think about it, and losing him was hard. I categorize stuff in my head, but that's the only reason why I don't like having animals, because I get so attached to them. All right. Show us some veggies growing. I think I did. Olivia, didn't I put them all on Patreon? What am I growing? They're on Patreon. I've got avocado trees. I've got banana trees. I've got kale, there's Brussels sprouts, there's of course tomatoes and peppers, a whole bunch of them. There's fig, there's moringa. I can go down the list, but it's just too much. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Everything I planted in Pennsylvania. I brought my demon pumpkin with me, and I got about 20 of those starting to take off. One is starting to grow real fast. And it'll grow, it'll make pumpkins, it'll die, it'll break up the soil, prepare, this oxygenate the soil so water can go into it, so bacteria can go down in the holes where it is. So I brought my invasive species. I brought some weeds from Pennsylvania, almost all of it. I'm even growing flowers and lantana and desert rose and bougainvillea. Everything I grew last year and every year that I post, I'm growing now. I guess I didn't post a ton of pictures. I'm posting the same stuff I grow. I'm growing some new stuff too. I got the fever tree the other day. In case anybody ever gets a fever, we already know what to do. We ain't got to worry about no psychopathic, billionaire solutions. We got a natural solution they've been using for 5,000 years. I am always in a search of knowledge, unlike others who think they know it all. Yes, you are, and I have to give you credit for it. Ivana always has been. She called a lot of my stuff bullshizzle earlier, and some of it was, and some of it wasn't. But I constantly see growth in that woman. That woman is she's heading in the right direction. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate your integrity. You actually have it. A lot of people don't. Our spirits are off grid. Yes, they are, sis. We got to get our minds there, and we got to get our physically best that we can. We're all going to die. Yes, we are, Heather. It's all about how we live. Yep, chores. Yep, chores of slavery. Ugly chore. Yeah, chores of slavery. Even for children. I miss my woolly bully. Oh, that's so sad. That's hard missing. It's hard losing pets. Me too. I want to do a cop house too, but still have to get full greenhouse up. Okay, well, TJ Glenn, get to it. Get to it. I tell you everything. I tell you every mistake I made. I'm actually mixing everything by hand, not by feet. And I'm actually kind of enjoying it. It's not as fast, I think, but it works better with what I want to do in terms of the workout out here. And plus, stomping around on a piece of tarp is not what I want to do. In another few days, I'm going to try to do a few mixtures with the backhoe as well. All right, Hitsy fly that bites, it'll hurt you. Okay, is that the one? Yeah, he's nasty. Whoever is that bites out here, when he bites you, you know you've been bit. But there aren't many of them out here. Everything, the 40-foot shopping container, organizing building shelves, purging shelf, and building shelves. All right, that sounds like real work. Brother Sean is doing some real stuff, real things. Sounds like that's for you, not for billionaires. Love to hear that. If you work people, you can come. There you go, and that's the only thing. You got to do something. Yeah, don't come stare at me. I have to agree, with that, Christine, and the reason why I say that is, going to Claudia events made it obvious to me that there are people who show up, because we kind of got that hippie thing going, where they just want to play the guitar, they want to make some s'mores, sing some songs, and all those things are necessary. But that's not what I need at the moment, right? That's not, we can do some hiking, we can do some music, we can do some s'mores, campfire, stuff like that. But, mostly, if you want to kind of help build something here and be a part of it, and return different times, then absolutely. But yeah, it's not the hippie fest, and it's definitely not a fight the government. It's not a, sovereign, we're going to do our own thing and we're not going to follow the laws. Nope, you will be following the Texas laws if you come here. I hate to tell you that I'm not fighting the state. You can fight the state if you want to. You can fight the United States Incorporated if you want to. Nobody will be fighting them from anywhere I'm at. That's crazy as hell. This here is about just living free. Right, within the legal structure, right? There's people like, yeah, we're gonna go down there and fight. No, we're not. No, not me. No, you got the wrong spot. You need to go find somebody that wants to die immediately. All right. How far away from you from Taos? I don't know. I don't know if is that Taos or is that tacos? I don't know what that is. Did you miss a C, Brother Sean? I don't know where Taos is. I'm about an hour and a half from El Paso. El Paso is the nearest big city to me. There's no food, yet you have to supply yourself for now. There's a little bit of food. Get out of here. I got a refrigerator. I got my food in there. And I'm eating from the garden pretty much every day now. If you want your garden to keep growing, you got to pick from it. You got to eat from it. And so I got enough growing on now. Growing was not the priority. It still isn't. I do it because I love to do it. Right now, the priority was creating an upper story so I can garden going into next year. Most of the gardening I'm going to be doing is in the Wallapini, but you can take the gardener out of the tropical areas or out of Pennsylvania. You can't take the gardener out of Pennsylvania. Something like that. Is that how the saying goes? So I've been gardening because I have to do it. That keeps me sane. So I do have a bunch to eat right now. And I probably got like 100 bean plants growing. Cicada sounds like a rattlesnake. Oh, yeah. Well, I got those, Citizen Deb. We got those in Pennsylvania. I know what they sound like. Go dumpster diving. I have not done dumpster diving yet. I will say that. I'll go to thrift shops. Something about the smell of dumpsters, I've not just yet. All right, I have an old guy too. Not sure how old he was when I got him. Almost 13 years old. Yep. I do want to get a puppy though. Can we listen to Van Ha? What is Van Halen? You mean Van Halen? Are you missing words, Deshaun, or letters? Is your keyboard wet like mine? My keyboard got wet the other day. Gerard, there is no shelter yet for everyone. Be careful. There can be. That's why I'm not worried about it. You know, if 5 people want to come down, bring 5 tents. Actually, I have one big tent that can support 10 people, and we got a greenhouse and there's a shed. If you come down to work, come on down to work. But if it's a big thing, then what we'll do is we'll go right on down to go see the lady that don't speak no English and get some alfalfa bales, and we'll make a not a straw bale, but an alfalfa bale house. We could literally make one of those in a day or two, right? Put up an alfalfa. That's why I'm down here on the land. There are no building codes. That's why. So we could put up a 4 compartment, 5 compartment, quick building, for people to stay in if they want to stay for a little while. So we got all that covered. It's just about knowing who's coming, when, how many, and stuff like that, so we can prepare. Send me your address. I will do so. Inbox me, Olivia. I don't think I have any more pets unless the current powers are dethroned. And that's probably a good idea. I do kind of agree with that, sis, in terms of children. I don't think now's a good time for folks to have children. Too many bad things are happening. Limit your pregnancies. Just be very careful. Oh, Van Halen. That's what I thought you were saying. Listen to Van Halen. Really? I do. Well, you know what? No, I don't, Sean. I'm lying. I listen to AC/DC, Bob Marley, Nora Jones, Sade, Jack Johnson, Louis Prima. Who else is on my list? A whole bunch of them. I'm finding new Mexican artists I listen to. I crank the music up so the vibration just happens, and that scares the rattlesnakes away into the distance also. A lot of 80s music I've been doing, the Fugees, Bob Marley always. I know, or I put on a lecture or something, Greening the Desert lecture. I always got something going. 100% on the group thought. Absolutely, Greg. You don't need a group. Greg is powerful on his own. Why does Greg need to group up with somebody? Greg is a god. Greg doesn't need gods don't need groups. Gods don't need cliques, right? Superfluous sis, she's a goddess. Why in the hell does she need to group up with somebody? Oh, we're the same identity because we got the same lip. To me, that's stupid. We got the same genitals. We got to stay together. No, we don't. You need to respect everybody of every genital they got, where they got, what they use them for, right? Respect everybody, know what kind of nose they got, lip they got, feet they got, no matter what they believe is their God or not, right? We're all cousins. We're all a family. We need to act like it. All right. That's why I don't listen to people, the race baiters, right? People making loot, writing books, being a great colonizer, doing what the colonizers have always done. Roland Martin. Sorry, I'm not mad at the brother, nothing. It's just I see you. I know what you're up to, right? You've developed a career on doing what colonizers do, divide and conquer. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. They've been doing that all over Africa, Ireland, Britain, Germany, South America. You divide people up, and once you get them divided up, you get them fighting, and you can make a lot of money doing it. How's that any different? It's the same thing. That's what he does. That's what they all do. I have no interest in that. Little acts of sabotage. Yes, that's what we should do. All right, let me get to the bottom. I got to go. Flies are going crazy right now. Oh, I didn't say anything from HD Nelson. Hey, how you doing, Sam 10? Willow bark is good for pain. All right, that's good to know. And this is why I'm planting the herbs. I'm planting the things that we need to use. I don't know what they all are, but people send me stuff, and I stick it in the ground. Oh, I got a dwarf banana tree this year. Yes, it's only a little over a foot tall now. Okay, gorgeous leaves. Yep. Dwarf bananas are good and delicious. There are hundreds of types of bananas around the planet. Don't eat Cavendish that's in the grocery store. Eat something different. You're getting a different set of compounds. I have a Cavendish, Jeannie, back in Pennsylvania, but right here I grow the Musso, the blue banana, the ice cream, the one that's blue. And I did you actually? Dang it! They did the fly. He literally went in the coffee. Like, usually they'll land on the lip of it, and I'm drinking from it, like whatever. But this is when he landed on the inside of the rim and walked down to get a sip. You bastard. That's how it was time to go. Seems a good dog would be ideal for you in companion and guardianship. Consider an Australian cattle dog. I will. I just want to kind of mix with something. But if somebody wants to send me some links for some dogs in the area, that's fine with me. Willow bark is good for pain. All right, I got to get going. You think you can restrict me from coming You shouldn't be restricted from coming. I told everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Come on down. Let's get some work done. That's the only requirement. Got to get some work done. Not when I'm there. Lots of laughter. Y'all talking back and forth? Lots of laughter. That's ridiculous. Okay. What did I miss? I had a short break at family time. You missed me leaving. That's what you missed, Ivana. I'm out of here. It's flies on my days. It's the fly apocalypse. You ain't gonna miss that. I won't miss it at all. When this is over, I'll be very happy when these flies get on. Dangerous thing out here. They're the most dangerous thing. If flies land on my phone, I'm like swatting, whatever, doing this and stuff, and I clicked off for the thing. That's why they're dangerous. So anyway, all right, this is Gerard. I gotta get going. Got a lot of work to do today and every day. Come help a brother out. All right. But bring some happiness and joy with you. Don't bring the drama. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a great day, Gerard. I'm out of here. Bye and bye. No, I want to show nothing. I want to play.
Do you wanna, do you wanna, do you wanna, do you wanna break the chains that bind me? 'Cause I wanna break the chains that bind you. Do you wanna set the world free, have perfect harmony? Isn't it time for that? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people from the bottom to the top? Make modern slavery stop. Do you wanna let go of the prisoners? See everyone happy. We can have this and more if we open up the doors. Well, what do you think about that? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people and Mother Nature too? Close down all the zoos. Do you wanna boom, 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 boom? Do you wanna boom, 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 boom? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people from the bottom to the top? Make modern slavery stop.